In this video, we'll be repairing one of the accessories that comes bundled in with the Grandstand video entertainment computer, also known as the Fairchild Channel F. The Grandstand video entertainment computer came bundled in with two controllers. These attach to the back of the console, but there's also a cradle for both controllers. However, while one of the controllers works fine, the other has an issue where the wire is completely broken off, and we'll need to repair this. The controller is also very dirty all around it, so we'll give it a well-deserved clean. So without further ado, let's begin the restoration and repair. So for this video, we'll be focusing just on the one controller, which is this one. Now, to remove the housing of the controller, we need to remove the 4 visible screws located around the controller. Once all 4 screws are removed, we turn the controller around and remove the first part of the housing. This will give us our first look inside the Channel F controller. We then unclip the strain relief and remove the controller mechanism away from the bottom housing. So now that we have both pieces of the controller housing, let's give them a well-deserved clean. We clean them with soapy water and a brush to remove all the old dirt. Once we have done that, we leave them to dry. We then use IPA and a cotton swab to remove all the old gunk that's built up around the top handle. And we also do this to certain areas around the controller which have dirt and grime built up on them. And as you can see, it is looking a lot better. But we have one important thing that we need to fix. As you can see, there are multiple wires soldered around the controller. We are going to leave the wire soldered in as a reference for when we solder in our new wires. But for the time being, we're going to focus on the strain relief. So we first try to remove as much as possible the rubber and the wire which is bonded to the strain relief. It is a difficult process, but time and patience is required. Once all the wire is removed, we can then focus on removing the remaining rubber that is inside the strain relief. Helping hands will really help with this process. I recommend putting some duct tape around the rubber to protect it from the sharp bits on the crocodile clips. We use a screwdriver to push out as much of the rubber that is inside the strain relief. We can also use a Dremel, which really helps, but I recommend doing this on the lowest speed. With the strain relief now ready, we can now focus our attention on fixing the controller wire. My plan is to keep the original controller wire, but we need to do some repairs to it. With the wire broken, it is also split close to where the break occurred, which is very lucky. All we have to do is just cut this area off with wire cutters. We then strip the wire to expose the wires underneath. There are 9 wires in total, and all of these 9 wires need to be stripped and then tinned with solder. As you may notice, I've used some heat shrink to hold the wires together. We will trim this down so it can fit inside the housing in a bit. So as mentioned earlier, we are using the original wires as reference. So one by one we can remove the broken coloured wires and then instantly replace them with the brand new correct coloured wires. We do this for all 9 wires located around the controller. And with that done, we then use the 2 tie packs to hold the wires in place. I then apply glue on the new wire, heat shrink and strain relief to create a new bond. And leave this to dry for a few hours. And then we proceed with the reassembly. And when reassembling, don't forget that all 4 tabs must go underneath the metal plate, like this. We then clip back on the strain relief, and finally attaching the last piece of the housing, and screwing down the 4 screws. And here is the fully restored Channel F controller. This 1976 controller is looking so much cleaner. The wire is now fully attached to the controller and is ready for gaming. It is looking fantastic. And here are both controllers together. And without further ado, let's see it in action. And that's it. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope you've liked it. Until next time, bye for now.